A The Boat Show vi presentiamo le barche più belle del mondo.
The Boat Show shows you the most beautiful boats in the world, and today it's all aboard one of the safest boats in the world. This is the Ognitempo Class 300, one of the Italian Coast Guard's boats. The Ognitempo Class 300 is 18 metres and 80 centimetres long, 6 metres and 10 centimetres wide, and built entirely of aluminium alloy, 5083.
Si riconosce immediatamente per I tubolari.
You'll recognise it for its tubulars straight away. It looks like a rib, and in effect it does have air chambers inside, which are protected by a layer of expanded polyurethane that stops it from getting cut and keeps its shape, even in the very improbable case that it should deflate. So here we are, having just left the port of Genova on board the Ognitempo Class 300, and we're heading east with Commander Stefano Carbone. Good morning, Commander.
Buongiorno. Oggi è giornata estiva.
Good morning. It's a nice summer's day today. There is lots of traffic on the sea, and we are setting off to patrol the Levante coast, Nervi, Bogliasco, and finally onto Camoli.
Questa è una barca molto speciale.
This is a very special boat and has a special crew too, doesn't it?
Diciamo, questa è una barca ogni tempo, anche se dobbiamo dire la verità che in mare ogni tempo non esiste. Però
Well, this is the Ognitempo boat. The Ognitempo literally means any weather. This is a very high-performance boat. There are 4 crew members, the captain, a machine director, an engineer and a deck attendant.
in attività operativa dedicata viene imbarcato un rescue swimmer che è o un sommozzatore o proprio un operatore di superficie della Guardia.
In an active operation there will also be a rescue swimmer who will either be a diver or a land-based Coast Guard operator who will be ready to throw themselves in, rescue people, those in danger who are maybe in a coastal place where the boat can't get to. This person effectively becomes a recovery relay between the boat and the person in danger.
Ginetta Perrone, sono un sottocapo della Guardia Costiera, un motorista delle...
My name is Ginetta Perrone. I'm a deputy head of the Coast Guard, a search and rescue motor patrol engineer. I am an engineer to be precise, so I deal with the machine components, the onboard systems, engine apparatus and things of that nature, the mechanical equipment on board.
Questa è una barca con una propulsione un po' diversa dalle imbarcazioni da diporto che siamo abituati.
The propulsion on this boat is a little different from that of the pleasure boats we're used to showing on the programme. This has 2 MAN 1,100 horsepower engines, which are calibrated for heavy-duty use. That is, non-stop, unrelenting use. And then there is the propulsion. We've got 2 Rolls-Royce Chemiva hydrojets.
Affermativo, ha detto tutto in maniera fantastica. Questa è una barca, diciamo, che io la definisco un po' dalle 1000 risorse.
That's right, you put it perfectly. This is the boat that I would define as the boat with 1,000 resources. In that, it has a little something extra in respect of other boats. We said it was an every-time boat. This boat can heel incredibly. It can get to a 140-degree list before it capsizes.
140 gradi di
A
sbandamento.
140-degree listing means that the boat can go from this through 90 degrees and then under again, like this, and it still doesn't capsize.
Dopodiché, superata la soglia dei 140 gradi, avviene il ribaltamento. Però, come vi dicevo, questa barca ha dalle 1000 risorse, in quanto una volta...
After which, everything over 140 degrees and it capsizes. But as I said before, this boat has 1,000 resources. Once it has capsized, an electronic and mechanical system kicks in and cuts the engines, closes the shutters, shuts off the fuel, and in the space of 30 to 40 seconds, the boat is brought back upright and all the systems fire up again.
Certo, tutto questo è stato reso possibile proprio dalle caratteristiche di progetto e di costruzione, l'enorme riserva di galleggiamento data dai...
Indeed, and all this was made possible by the nature of the project and construction. That huge floating reserve is made possible by the tubulars, the chambers and the watertight casing. And then the Barry Centre is low. The engines are in the central area of the boat, the lowest part too, and the fuel tanks are distributed along the keel axis. so most of the boat's weight is in the lowest part, which means that if the boat turns over, it tends to return to its sailing position on its own.
Esatto, esatto. Ha una capacità di 6.500 litri di gasolio che garantiscono quasi un'autonomia di 500.
Exactly, it has a 6,500 litre fuel capacity, which guarantees about 500 miles. So even at an operational rescue level, we've got a relatively good long range.
Sono il capo di prima classe Guglielmi Francesco, attualmente direttore della motovedetta CP.
My name is Guglielmi Francesco. I'm the head of the first class and current director of the CP311 patrol boat based in Genova. On board, I'm responsible for everything we do with the engine and equipment, and any problems to do with it, of course.
Su questa unità abbiamo un sistema di propulsione dotato di idrogetti, quindi non è un'unità ad elica.
This boat has a hydrojet propulsion system, so it does not have propellers, which is exactly why the boat managed to maneuver in specific conditions and carry out specific maneuvers that a boat with propellers can't carry out. For example, a lateral movement, either left or right from port to starboard.
2000 cavalli di spinta si sentono, ha una V molto profonda come barca, quindi nel senso anche col mare è abbastanza...
There are 2,000 horsepower at our disposal, and you can feel it. As a boat, it has a very deep V, so it cuts smoothly through the waves, and the edges below, in the keel, where the fall of the water is dulled down, so it isn't violent. It then hits the tubulars, the last thing to go into the water, so the boat isn't heavier and lower at the bow. Commander, at a certain point in each of my tests, it's my duty to the viewers to say, full speed ahead.
Siamo giù le manette, attualmente abbiamo una velocità di 20...
We are at full throttle, about 27 knots right now, and we're slowly picking up speed. We should get up to about 30, 32 knots. That's with a full tank. You can feel the weight.
Da bordo, il peso si sente.
Definitely.
Chiamo Di Brigida Daniele, sottocapo di prima classe della Guardia Costiera.
My name is Daniel de Brigida, first class deputy head of the Coast Guard, and on board I cover the role of deck attendant. So that means I'm in charge of radio equipment, VHF, bridge to bridge, and everything concerning the bridge where we are navigating from. Everything that we have on board helps us operate more efficiently. We are here to guard how comfortable everyone is. Our priority is the preservation of human life at sea. So what horrible conditions has this boat and perhaps you experienced?
Ma diciamo io con questa unità mi sono trovata a navigare con un 6 metri d'onda.
Well, this boat and I have both sailed 6-metre waves, and I have to say it went okay, even at the front of the bow. We kept to 20, 22 knots, following the movement of the waves. Other times though, with 3-metre waves, steep though, we needed to slow down. Well, the boat was able to do it, but the crew, let's say, they had their limits. Another interesting thing about this boat, don't know if we can carry this manoeuvre out, I know that at maximum speed, like right now, the boat...
Possiamo fare il crash test.
We can do the crash test, which means that we can put everything behind us and stop the boat in a few metres flat. Hold on, people, or
Oppure
check the mirrors to make sure no one is behind us.
una costata.
Right and left in juxtaposition, one engine going backwards. Let's try the crash test.
Crash test.
Hold on, people.
Praticamente da 30 nodi ci siamo fermati.
Nearly going 30 knots and we have stopped into, well, 10 metres to be exact. 10 metres and we've stopped.
30 tonnellate, anche di più, considerato tutto.
30 tons, more even, considering the whole load and the fuel, and we've gone from 30 knots to nothing in just a few metres. What was the other manoeuvre you were talking about?
L'altra manovra è posizionando.
The other manoeuvre is putting an engine, either the right or left, into reverse whilst moving. You can do a turn in just a few metres.
In pochissimi metri.
What, like a 180? Yes. Ready to try?
e ritorna sulla
And over the wake. And over the wake, yes. And now I've got both engines back up at maximum power again, going straight ahead. I'm jealous that it's you at the helm of a boat like this.
Per noi è un piacere far vedere questa unità.
It's a pleasure to show this boat off to people who are interested in boats and the sea. Whoever needs us and needs the Coast Guard, we're always here for you.
Ci siamo sempre.
Thank you, Commander.